Sam Smith sold his soul to the devil. Just when I was beginning to think that Sam Smith couldn't sink any lower, I came across this earlier on my Twitter account. Last night, Sam Smith performed a satanic show filled with sexual references, fetish gear, a striptease, a grotesque imitation of sex acts on stage while children were in the audience. One TikTok video shows a mother posting about her 5-year-old attending the concert and meeting the singer. This is not normal. This is a model. Sam Smith wants to normalize this behaviour. Well, it's maybe not necessarily Sam Smith personally wants to normalize this behaviour, but it's the industry. It's his controllers. But you see this performance that it was last night at Sheffield on his Gloria tour. He's fucking wearing red devil horns, fishnet tights, over the top knee boots with red laces. And there's lots of children in attendance, children, as this person said on the tweet, as young as 5 years old. Wow. And I mean, this is the thing with, Sam Smith. It's been going on now for the past couple of months, the performances at the Brit Awards. He had, the way he was dressed, that was just so silly, ridiculous, so outlandish. Then you had, the Grammy performance where he was, like similar to this one last night, dressed up like the devil. And this is the thing with the industry, with the music industry. They love to promote and they love to glorify this shit. This is just getting worse and worse and worse though. They're just shoving it right in our faces. They're doubling down on this. You see this tweet here. Stormy Daniels, a porn star and prostitute, was just put on the cover of Vogue. You got the Dylan, the trans, brand ambassador for basically every major women's brand. You've got Bud, the Bud company now. I think that's 6-7 billion wiped off their market value. Sam Smith, a non-binary Satanist, is on every radio station. Everything about mainstream culture is sick. Now, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, Sam Smith, has he actually sold his soul to the devil? Have they, before he was going to get to the next level, and really the next level for him, it would have been really to crack America, hugely successful over here in the UK, successful in Europe, but to get to that level where you're at that like star power, like your Lady Gagas, like your Madonnas, your Katy Perrys, at that point, you sell your soul to Satan, and you're going to push their agendas, the controllers' agendas. Sam Smith at one point came across like an alright guy, the early days of his career, but long gone are the days of money on my mind, stay with me. Long gone. Even the song he did with Naughty Boy, that was probably like the one song that I really like of his. Those days are long gone. And there's a photo right there of Sam Smith. Back when he, fairly more nice, young, innocent guy, fairly dignified looking. And now you just see him now. It's just, I mean, there's so many agendas all rolled into one that they want to push with Sam Smith. It's going to be the whole, gender fluid thing, the whole pronouns that they're, the whole they, them, all that crap. You've got professors, teachers in America who will go to jail because they've refused to do all that shit. But this is what they're pushing. This is our culture is all shot to hell. It's all shot to hell. But we just see this all the time with this occult, satanic imagery. We see it all the time. They want the top pop artists to glorify the devil. You see it all the time at the Grammys, the Super Bowl, the halftime Super Bowl performances, Coachella. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. What happened to just artists being artists? you know, with their artistry. And this is the thing, obviously, the Grammys, you see it all the time. You see probably what, you know, or what these, you know, like humiliation type rituals, you know. I mean, you see it with Lil Nas X, with the outfit he had at one, of the last year's one. They do it with Bad Bunny. It's just all this shit that they're doing. And this is the thing. They're not going to have, you know, top Christian artists on the Grammys, aren't they? They're not going to have the top Christian artists on the Grammys. They're you know, get well, praise be to God. They're not going to do any of that shit. It's all about the devil. And the thing with Sam Smith, a lot of people, I mean, I'm sure all the liberals love him. Sam Smith, he just seems like such a nice guy, soft-spoken kind of guy. But what is it they say, you know? The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. But the thing is, though, it's pretty blatant with Sam Smith, with all the satanic imagery, what he's doing, just the grotesque bloody performances that he's been doing. And it's got to stop. I mean, what the hell's happened to the music industry? And Sam Smith as well. Sam Smith, you know, I mean, he's a great singer. I can't take that away from Sam Smith. But Sam Smith, with all this auto-tune garbage on these songs, it's like, what the fuck? He doesn't need auto-tune. You know, he's got a great voice. But then they're pushing that auto-tune stuff. And I saw part of the video of the performance last night. And that auto-tune, and why, you know, I don't know why he's doing it live, having an auto-tune on it. But it does sound demonic. You know, I've heard people say before, like, oh, auto-tune's demonic. And I think, that's maybe a bit strong. But it sounded straight up demonic, though. It really fucking did. And this is a guy, Sam Smith, that was raised, he was raised Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I mean, this guy went to a Catholic high school. I didn't, you know, go to a Catholic high school, just a regular secular school. You know, my mom, devout Catholic. You know, I'm lapsed, I haven't been in years. But this is a guy, though, I all of a sudden, you know, fine Catholic boy, maybe he was an altar boy, I don't know, and now he's riding with the devil. But this is what happens, though. You've got to make that pact. They've spoke about that before, that Lennon and McCartney made what was called a Faustian bargain, late 1963, before they went over, I think it was like four months after, they went over to the States, cracked America. Bob Dylan did a very strange interview in 2004, speaking about doing some bargain with and he didn't say actually the devil, but it was like, you know, whatever, the commander-in-chief or whatever, but this shit does go on in the music industry. I mean, it goes on in the movie industry as well, but probably it's worse in the music industry than it is film, I think. And again, there's all this other stuff with Sam Smith. Oh, booed at 12 years old for having breasts and he underwent liposuction. That's probably just all made up to go with the run. It's just to push the whole gender fluid narrative with him. And then there's the whole thing about they, them. It's like even said Fisher them in an interview on the One Show. It was with Ronan Keating. And a lot of people kind of like slagged off Ronan Keating, saying, why didn't you call him out and saying Fisher them? But it could have been worse. Ronan Keating could have started saying Fisher them along with him, you know? But good fucking grief. This shit has got to fucking stop. And I personally, I would be behind. I'd be happy to see a boycott Sam Smith trending tonight on Twitter. I really fucking would, because this is fucking ridiculous. And then the name of the tour is Gloria as well. And I don't know what that is about, because he's raised Catholic, and there is in Mass a song we sing, you know, Gloria, Gloria. I won't sing the rest of it. The Catholics know that song. So I don't know if that's just him taking the mick and mocking Catholics. I don't know. I don't know the whole story behind the Gloria name of his latest album. You know, he might say some shit about, oh, it was named after Gloria Gaynor, the woman who did I Will Survive. I don't fucking know. But he could probably, you know, taking the mick, making a mockery of Catholicism right there. You know, he loves, you know, promoting all this stuff, the satanic imagery. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's mocking Catholics. And, you know, with Sam Smith as well, I mean, it's just, you see it. I mean, there's photos there. There's the satanic, there's the 666. There's the one eye. The one eye, because they all love doing that. You know, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Bono, you name it. And then there's the whole thing, you know, he'd put on a lot of weight the past few years. And it's this whole body positivity bullshit. But nah, you're just a fat tub of lard, mate. And this is the thing, and this is the left has really become, like, demented. I don't know, however, way of putting it. I mean, but they love Sam Smith, though. But Sam Smith's just a funny one. He's been a funny one for a while. I mean, Sam Smith will say about, how he didn't like Michael Jackson, but then he wore an R. Kelly t-shirt. Granted, this was a few years before the whole big Surviving R. Kelly thing, when all the accusations came out. But at that point, the jury was already out about R. Kelly. I mean, come on. But this is just the thing, though. I mean, I don't know with Sam Smith. I mean, he's been dressing quite funny. You know, with fucking hot pants or whatever the fuck else. I don't know if he's going to be... Maybe he's transitioning. I don't fucking know. But I think it's all just a big marketing ploy, personally. I really do. I think it's just one big marketing ploy. I think when he has his next album that will come out in whatever, I don't know, 3-4 years' time, he'll be fucking... He'll lost all the weight, maybe shaved his head, bald, gets the best personal trainer money can buy, and then he'll be all jacked up and he'll be on some fucking toxic masculinity bullshit. Like, really, it would surprise me. I mean, this is all fucking calculated on the part of the record industry. Trust me. It really fucking is. And Sam Smith, like, wow, he really is a fucking piece of work. I mean, the only thing is that the only way I could maybe have a bit of empathy with Sam Smith is that Sam Smith's been compromised. And I don't know what dirt they would have on him, or what that they're making him, and the controllers are forcing him to do all this. But it's just way too much. But maybe he's compromised. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, you hear these stories about in the music industry. They'll get the artists to these big parties. There's all sorts of, you know, debauchery going on, and then they film it. It's all filmed, and at that point, that's it. They're compromised, and they just, at that point, they make them do anything that they want them to. But really, though, I mean, to me, he sold his soul to the devil. He has sold his soul to the devil, and it's you know, it's a crying shame that this is the state of the music industry. This garbage that's been exposed to young kids as young as 5 are seeing this shite. It's just, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, there used to be good, positive, soulful music. I was a big fan of 90s dance music. I mean, the dance music today is shite. It's absolute garbage. Garbage. But there was soulful dance music back in the 90s. Maybe even early 90s, but I even think of like a song like Mary, Mary, Praise You, that was like gospel type of hip-hop song. And again, those guys were only going to get so far, like the one hit, because, you know, they didn't play the game. You know, they didn't play the game. But trust me, the Sam Smiths, the Lady Gagas, the Madonnas, the Katy Perrys, they're playing the game all the way. But yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. But this just can't go on any longer. And like I say, it should be trending worldwide soon. Boycott Sam Smith. Thank you, guys. See ya.